today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jacob Eason and the Indianapolis Colts.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Oh, he's going to take a... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
After the sack on first down, Minshew finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Minshew throwing on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made. Your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Minshew. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Dang, baby.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 50. Mike 50. We own them.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Hunter Henry brings it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be Minshew again. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. Short pass caught by Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Too little.
A A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Here we go, here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Exit, exit.
Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 22-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They run with Patterson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 3.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Eason's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Eason on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very good. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
Oh, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Watch the out. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, Keenan Allen, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
50's to Mike. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Eason going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryson Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew brought in here by Tyler Eifert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Open man is Westbrook, complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd.
Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 44 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryson Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Julian Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Big hold to the 30, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? A crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining. Here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Bryson Hopkins as the first half is winding down, and this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Bryson Hopkins there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch the pass.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Keep it up.
On second down at 4. Minshew caught left side. Williams.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Come on,
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On the ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5
Hey,
at the 27-yard line.
50 the Mike, 50 the Mike. I got him, I got him.
Here we go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 50. Yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Mike's 50. I got him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
What was that, man?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Eason going deep for, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryson Hopkins, 57 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Patterson.
The ball carried by the running.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
Let's go.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy balls?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though.
All day, dog. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
From the 41, Minshew. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now the throw here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Campbell making the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Bryson Hopkins, 69 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Minshew throwing on third down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. No chance.
Now Minshew on first and 10. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
46-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew finding Williams once more, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A 6-yard pickup.
And the ball on the 30, here's second and 4.
30-yard line.
Mike 50. So don't say nothing.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
It'll be Minshew again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
24-yard
Hey,
line.
D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now Minshew. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
What's up, man?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
I'm going back to you.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bound to lose one.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Minshew sacked.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's now third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
17.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Long day for you.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Eason going to try and throw for it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come in.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return is Hines. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Operating from the gun. Eason going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check, 47. Do your job.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take